Hello, I'm Marcus Boston. In today's video, we are going to discuss a personal injury attorney and a birth injury attorney. Is there a difference between the two, or what are they? And if you are looking for assistance with your baby's traumatic brain injury at birth, what should you be looking for when we're talking about these types of attorneys? The reason why I want to talk with you today about this is because this issue comes up from time to time, and I've never really talked about this issue before, so I would like to help you understand it in a little bit more depth. So that term, personal injury attorney, personal injury, what, Marcus, what do you mean when you say personal injury attorney? When we're talking about a personal injury attorney in this context, we are talking about an attorney that handles injury cases, and these injury cases are generally because of the negligence of another person or another entity or party. And so when we're looking at personal injury, that context, it's like a big umbrella when we're looking at personal injury. So you can have an injury that occurred in a car collision that could create a personal injury. You could have an injury that occurs on the premises of another, or at a store or something like that, or at someone's home. That can be a personal injury. You can have an injury that happens in the hospital. That can be a type of personal injury. Anytime in our context that negligence has caused an injury to another person, that is the umbrella of personal injury. When we're going a little bit deeper, and when we're talking about a birth injury or traumatic brain injury at birth, that is a type of malpractice, and that too can be categorized as a personal injury. The difference, I would say, is when we're looking at a birth trauma attorney and a personal injury attorney, generally an attorney that is concentrating their work in birth injury, they will be focused on just those types of injury cases. A general personal injury attorney, like I said, they may handle a broad brush of injuries. And so if you have a birth trauma attorney, an attorney that concentrates specifically in these types of issues, HIE, hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy, cerebral palsy, meconium aspiration syndrome, shoulder dystocia issues, anything like that, these are a type of a personal injury. It's just birth trauma attorneys generally will concentrate specifically on these types of issues. And so if you have a baby that has suffered an injury at birth, an HIE injury or CP injury, what we have found is when individuals contact us, they are looking for an attorney that has specific experience in those types of cases. They focus their work on those types of cases. And that is because in general, they will probably, an attorney that is just specifically concentrating their work on birth trauma, more than likely they're going to keep up with a lot of the issues that are specific to that area of practice. Same thing would be if an attorney concentrated on auto cases, or if an attorney concentrated on premises liability cases. So the purpose of this video today is to kind of help you understand that a general personal injury attorney, that is going to be the big umbrella. That's the big catch-all phrase. But within that umbrella, or under that umbrella, you can have different branches. And so for a traumatic brain injury for a baby at birth, that's going to be a type of a birth injury. And so an attorney that concentrates on those types of cases, they might have more experience in that area because they're concentrated in that area and they're keeping up consistently on all of the changes that may happen in that area. Before I go, I want to also help you understand that if you are looking for an attorney for this type of situation, I would advise you to do what you're doing right now. Do your homework, do your research. You're watching me right now, and I've got a lot of videos that talk about birth trauma and birth injuries and HIE injuries and hypothermia cooling and meconium and a whole host of other things that deal with birth trauma cases. do your homework, and you want to make sure that the attorney that you're looking to hire or you're looking to get involved with in these types of cases, that they have experience specifically in what you need help with. So I know this is a little bit longer a video, but I want to make sure that you understand these issues, because this can be very important when you and your family are looking for help with an issue like this. If you have more questions, there is a telephone number on the screen. I invite you to pick up the phone and call me. I speak with families like yours all the time about these injuries and these types of issues: hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy, CP, MAS, and a host of other issues. One more thing before I go. I practice law in the state of Maryland. And because this video is on the internet, I can't control who's watching this video. So if you contact me and you are not in Maryland, what I would tell you is that we would have to use what we call co-counsel or local counsel. In other words, an attorney in your state. And that's something that we can work to try to help you on. But I just want to make sure that you understand that local counsel or co-counsel aspect of things if you are not in Maryland and you decide to reach out to me. All right, that's going to be it for today's educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law in the state of Maryland at Boston Law Group, LLC. And we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.